I think it's just like being in the world and seeing things that are being sold and then finding something that you really resonate with. And I was kind of under the impression that all of you here are wanting to do sales for another business. And so what I was showing you is really meant to translate into how to get your client roster filled.
Yeah.
It's been the thing that I've used to fill my client roster for web design. And that's why I was trying to kind of bring this to you is like, if you just show up like you would meeting somebody in line for coffee, you don't need to create anything fancy. In fact, you can just be yourself and have a conversation.
She's the founder of Kismet Ideas. Her collaborative design agency supports business owners through mindset and tech empowerment, including websites, graphic design, sales funnels, and automations. Without further ado, Paige, the floor is yours.
Oh, right on. Thank you. Well, hello, everybody. I can see a couple of faces. Feel free to turn your... Hey. I'd love to know kind of in the chat, like what you guys are all up to. Are you just getting started? Have you been at this for a while? Have you been in this group for some amount of time? Maybe just a little bit about what your goal is. That way I can kind of know who I'm speaking to, and I can kind of like really cater this to the experience. I mean, heck, we're in the room together, right? In this beautiful world where we get to be connected by technology like this. So
it does make it easier, right?
well, I appreciate you for jumping in here. I'm glad you're here. You know, showing up is more than half the battle a lot of the times. Would you guys be open to me sharing a little bit about my story and how I got started? And then I have something I want to share with you that I think is going to be really powerful for your business. And I hope that it provides you some value. Is that cool with everybody?
Yes, come on.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
cool, man. Let's go.
Okay, guys.
Bring it.
All right. So, really cool. I grew up in Kentucky. I've got like, you know, kind of that middle class, like income life, have a couple siblings. I'm a real family oriented person. And I did everything that society asked of me. I got the good grades, played sports in college, went to the University of Louisville, and then moved out to California to get my grad degrees. You know, the thing they don't really have a conversation about with before you get your grad degrees is how much debt you're going to have when you get out. And that really took me by storm. Anybody here still have student loan debt?
I paid mine off.
Hey, there you go.
Nice, Ducky.
This is a rowdy group. I like it. Okay, so I didn't know what it was going to feel like at all. And when I got out of school, I just did what I was supposed to do next, which is get a job. I hated being in the same four walls, for 9 to 5. Didn't know why I was there. Absolutely same time every day, whether or not I was productive or not, and I hated it. I was also really terrified about what it was going to take to pay off my student loan debt, and that was nearing $200,000 at the time because I went to a private university and got dual degrees. So, yes, I know. So I'm sharing this with you guys actually for the first time. I have never really shared that number because it was so terrifying to me at the time. It took like a sinkhole in my heart and kind of took me down a notch, and it made me feel like, what am I actually going to do that's going to make this happen? Long story short, I got recruited from that 9 to 5 for a growing startup, as I was told, and they said I could be in charge of marketing and sales. And you guys know about this whole idea of uncapped income, right? So I thought, well, that's beautiful. Let me go do that. I can grow infinitely. What I wasn't told at the time was that this particular startup was struggling, including a death on their property just a week prior to them recruiting me. So there were a lot of lies, and through that web of lies, I ended up at the unemployment office because they let me go because there was a lot of lies. And you guys talk about like total low point, right? Total low point. You're like, okay, I knew I was a straight A student. I put a lot of effort into getting these degrees, and now I am at the unemployment office. And so out of the corner of my eyes, I saw the Chamber of Commerce, and I went back down the very next day. I told that woman in unemployment, I said, fine, I'll take this check because I'm not going to be able to eat or feed myself in California if I don't. But I promise you that within the next 60 days, I'm going to be sending this back to you, and I don't need it. And I was very prideful about it, and I did it. So the next day I filed my DBA, and I picked up a Chamber of Commerce directory. How many here in this room feel intimidated about cold outreach, even though you know you probably want to do it or need to do it? Anybody? Hey, thank you, Mary, for at least, there you go, a couple people who admit it. So I'm going to share with you what I did. I picked up a Chamber of Commerce directory and I started Googling their businesses to find a phone number. And I called them. And it went something like this. Hey, I'm Paige. I'm here to like build rapport with you and figure out if we can actually get along. And I'm just going to try my best to win you over because I called you out of the freaking blue, right? And then I'm going to figure out what the heck you need because I have no idea what I'm actually even selling.
Yes. Straight Play-Doh conversation.
Right? So, and what that did was it generated several of my first clients. And one of my first clients, here was my rapport I built. I had done triathlon before, and he had a company that was putting on 5Ks and 10Ks and triathlons in Southern California. And I said, what do you need? You need social media, you need website design, do you need video? Because we could definitely use some video of our races. So I blindly sold these $1,600 video packages and started going out. And next thing I knew, I was in the bottom of a swimming pool in Laguna Niguel, underneath the swimmers with a GoPro. Okay. I was at every freaking camera store trying to get all the secondhand equipment, trying to figure out what I actually needed to film a 5K race.
That situation, Paige. Create that situation.
I was Googling how the heck to do video editing. I would like format these things. They'd come out blurry. And I'm like, that's the wrong settings. I go back to the Google board and the Google sphere. My hard drives were crashing. My cameras were crashing. And you know what I did? I just gritted my way through it. Because I didn't know any other option. And so can anybody relate to any of this kind of stuff?
Right here, over
Most
here.
definitely.
Definitely. How many times I've Googled how to put my shit box back together? I mean, come on, we've all been there.
I got
One really powerful thing. You guys, I want you to really understand this and understand this. That one really powerful thing is that what unites you in this group that I did not have was you actually have a clear offer. You know what it is that you're doing for a service. And so you won't end up like me, because while that does sound still okay, and I was kind of making my way through, one of my next clients I ended up with, because I had no idea on earth what was important for me to offer or sell, was a t-shirt company. I was doing their Instagram, and their t-shirts were specifically designed to eliminate the armpit sweat that happens. Do you guys think I wanted to market shirts about armpit sweat?
Wow.
You can only look at so many of those photographs before your eyes start to sweat and you're like, what am I doing with my life?
I'll sell tree bark off a tree if I have to. Give it to me.
I feel it. So that is why I bring this up, is because you guys here are blessed to be in a group and in a community where you know exactly what you are selling. So can I get, like, if I a show of thumbs, especially for you guys with cameras on, like, if that makes sense, if that resonates, and if you're like, look, if you're scared, at least you have clarity on offer because you're in this program. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to show you guys something that I think could actually really serve you in your efforts. Okay. Because you guys are looking to work with, I'm guessing, business owners that have a proven offer, and you're going to help them close those sales, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so to get on their radar and to follow up with the prospects that they want follow up with, I want to talk about what I think is probably the most simple yet obvious, yet you probably don't even realize how good this can be if you just take advantage of this. So would it be cool if I shared some slides that I presented or that I created for today?
Cool. It'd be
Hey.
High achiever. She created slides.
I did.
I love
I
it.
did create slides. Cool. So I am super glad to do this. Awesome. And I see Sharon and Mikkel in the chat. Thank you for commenting on that. You guys are doing drills and getting going. And so I want to kind of share this thing that's more of my philosophy is mindset and tech empowerment. So I'm hoping that my story kind of built up your mindset muscle a little bit. And I want to fast forward into where I am now and why I'm even presenting in front of you guys. And then I want to go into a little bit of tech empowerment. You guys cool if I kind of geek out with you on some software tools real quick?
Absolutely.
Actually, most definitely. I am.
Yeah, you look official, like a referee whistle on there. She look like $1 million house salesman or something
I
right
was gonna
there.
say she looks like a real estate agent. That looks like she's
Yeah, real
selling the-
estate agent. I
guys are
lost my
rowdy.
word. I started fumbling
You look
over
like a
there.
model. I ain't gonna lie.
Jake,
You
you
look like
didn't
a
let me know
model.
about this group. This group is rowdy. Okay. All right, hold on. I got my slides over on my left, and then I wanted to see all your all's faces. Thank you for those of you with your cameras on. It makes this whole experience so much
Agency
more fun.
ownership, 2013 Fulbright alumni ambassador, 2
Yeah.
master degrees.
You're
Master
like Miss
degrees.
Kentucky
Hey,
on
let
there
her
with that
present.
scarf.
Miss
Oh, I
Kentucky.
appreciate you
I
guys.
thought
All
that
right, let me.
scarf said Kentucky
Yeah,
on it. I was
let's
gonna say,
let's let Paige continue.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so from those humble beginnings of doing whatever and whatever for clients, I now do marketing consulting primarily. I am running my company called Kismet Ideas. That's the globe there, the logo for us. And Kismet means fate or destiny. I believe we get to create our destiny by design when we actually decide what we want and we go for it. And so I've been running this company since 2013. You guys heard about how I started, and I'm excited to share with you where I am because of a really big epiphany that landed on me just a couple of years ago. So I did get those dual master's degrees. I don't regret it, but the pain of those loans has been something that's really haunted me for a while. And that's why I'm here to teach people that you can get any of the education you want online if you surround yourself in the right communities. So these are the flags of places I've traveled in the world. So if you're a fellow world traveler, then awesome. That's exciting. That's my mission, is to continue to go across the world with people and expand our horizons. So these are just a few of the samples of websites. So after that big long saga, I decided I needed to have one service that I knew what I was doing and I could do over and over again, not just anything and everything. And I didn't want to work with sweaty armpits anymore. And so here I am designing websites for clients. We were building them on WordPress, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Kartra, you name it, right? I was getting pretty cool client wins. We had an $86,000 first launch of a training program for a man named Frank, who helped people fix and flip homes. That was Believe Investment Group. That was one of the first time I realized that with the right training program, people could go from borderline poverty working at Walmart to doing, really big real estate deals. And seeing that was like, wow, the impact I'm making, it's not just a website, it's literally changing people's lives. The next example of that was $100,000 of donations that were brought through because I built out the functionality on the website for Yacht Aid Global after a hurricane Irma in the Caribbean. So he literally saved lives. And that's what he said to me. He said, every second counts. So I put a whole lot of coffee pots on, and I sat at my computer for 4 days and built out this functionality that they did not have. And that's what allowed for that. And I thought, whoa, ripple effect can change the world. And then we did some national brand recognition. I built out a beautiful site for the Trifecta Gala. They ended up having Usher, if anybody loves Usher. They had him come. And so that was really cool. And I thought, wow, we're designing really fun stuff. And then we did a $21,000 a week for my client Miranda with the Reset with Miranda. But along the lines of doing this, I started to really recognize something that needed to happen, and it was committing to mini video funnels. And I really hope that this helps you guys, because this is an opportunity for you to use this inside of what you're actually learning in Mike's program. Because I had tried everything. I tried 17 business models. I told you guys about a couple of them. I invested an additional 45 grand after my 200K in student loan debt. And you guys, everybody in this room has had that moment of like, should I invest in this?
Absolutely.
And then you did. And I was living that. I was thinking, how could I possibly put more money into my education? I've got 2 master's degrees. I've lost, like, the screw is loose in my head. What is going on? But without these investments, I never would have been able to make it here. So please, you guys, give yourself some credit, pat yourself on the back for being here, because that is part of this process. Thank you. So I was getting client wins, but in many cases, it was unnecessarily complicated. So this is what I need you to hear is I just showed you the highlight reel. The majority of clients that were hiring me to build a website, they weren't generating sales from it. Okay. This may not apply to you because you're not in the business of trying to create your own website, but I'm about to show you how this is relevant to you in what you're trying to do as a service for people. It took about a 32-point checklist to get a funnel built. And that's what these business owners that you guys are wanting to facilitate and serve, that's what they're going through weeks and weeks on end, trying to get the perfect copy, trying to get the perfect thing dialed up, trying to get all the tracking code and pixels in. It was complicated. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of energy. It took a lot of effort. And meanwhile, I wasn't using that at all to generate my sales. I closed over 192K last year in sales using simple video outreach. And that's what I want to show you guys, because I'm really freaking fired up about it. And I think it's going to really help you. So I'm going to show you that in just a second. But what I mean by simple is that when you can show up on video and be yourself and have conversations like you would at a coffee shop, or if you were sitting for a meal with somebody, then you can push them through one step at a time. If, hey, book a call with me, or let me show you this other presentation, or okay, now it's time to actually pay me a deposit. With some automated follow-up, you are going to be so far ahead of the game, and it's easier to set up than you think. This is why I started wondering, well, would it work for other offers? Would it work for affiliate offers? Who in here has interest in like making affiliate income?
Yeah.
In addition to what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I filmed this 10-minute story in front of my bed, no makeup, only my webcam off my computer, and we all have them because I can see you guys on your webcams. And I just told a story, and it resulted in 5K of affiliate sales in 1 week. This same video here generated upwards of $43,000 without any paid ads. Why? It's a story, it's personalized, it's video. Did it matter what I looked like? No, it mattered what I said. And so I thought, well, does this also work for coaching offers? And you guys are going to be working with people, I'm assuming some of you will be working with people who have coaching offers, or maybe you have them yourself. And it does. I spent 2 hours sending out these 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 messages, and it generated $3,500 in sales. After that, I went on to do a $12,000 launch. Since that time, I've done plenty more, and it's all by being myself on camera.
Beautiful.
So really effectively, mini video funnels changed everything for me. I was trying to set up all these fancy funnels and run all these ads and stuff to generate agency clients, but I didn't need it. And chances are you guys don't need to set up anything fancy like that either in order to get people to pay attention to you and want to work with you. What you should not be doing is sending out those spammy DM messages that start selling from message one. And I'm sure you're not being taught to do that. But the reality is if you've got even the morsel of capturing somebody's attention, if you can provide them more value than you need from them, that's when this stuff's going to really kick off for you. So it started building trust factor faster than long form copy, which meant that when I went to go send an email, if I was going to spend 25 minutes trying to get the perfect words, I'd just turn on the camera and shoot a video and send it back. The number of times I got a response from people of like, whoa, nobody's ever sent me a video reply before. That alone generated so many sales. So I hope that can be useful. And I went from taking 3 to 6 weeks to build out a funnel. Remember that 32-point checklist?
Yeah.
It only takes me 5 minutes to sketch an idea, record it, and set up the whole thing. And I'm hoping you guys actually want me to show you that. Do you guys want me to show you how it's done?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
Please.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, get it, girl. Show us.
All right, I'm going to show you how it's done, and then I'm going to come back and tell you that like this isn't just working for me. This is working for so many people, consultants, B2B consultants, people like you guys, high ticket closers. It's working for coaches. It's working for course creators. It's working. I can't think of an industry it's not working for. I've had some e-commerce clients. We've increased sales through this process. So somebody's playing piano.
Please.
Multitasking, you guys. Let's yeah.
Wow, stop sharing for a second so we can find the culprit.
It's Jesse Stilson is what it looked like.
I didn't do it.
All right. I hate publicly calling people out, but that was like, I didn't know if the elevator music was like taking me off the
Thought
stage.
that was part of it.
Your
Your
time.
Grammy speech is too long and you didn't slap anybody in the face yet. So like get off the stage.
That's the elevator music. Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, it wasn't me, guys. I'm Jesse, but I'm not that Jesse.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let's see. You said stop sharing. I'm gonna actually share this process if you guys are down with it, because I think you're gonna really like
Don't
it.
lose it. Don't
Yeah,
lose
get
it.
it.
Don't lose it, Paige. You got me. I want a mini funnel. I need 100 mini funnels right now to Toledo, Ohio.
They're so much fun, you guys. They're so easy to create. So I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna get this set up to make sure that I'm screen sharing in the proper way. All right, guys. So you ready for this?
Yes. Let's go.
Okay. Are you seeing Google?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Are you seeing my LinkedIn?
Yep.
All right. Picture this is LinkedIn, but it could also be Facebook. It could be Instagram. It could be whatever. We don't care, right? Let's say I'm trying to connect over here with Lynn. I'm like, Lynn, crushing it. I want to connect with you, right? Here's what I'm going to do. Like, this is how easy it gets to be. I can either share my entire camera or I can actually share the current tab. And I'm just going to share this current tab real quick. And I'm going to pop into this to hit record. I just want to show you guys what's possible. Wait a second. This is what happens if you don't actually check your settings first. Here goes. I want to turn on my bubble. So you guys see me on the bottom here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You can pop right on the page, huh?
Hey,
Wow.
page on a page. Here we are.
There it is.
All right. So now I'm going to hit record. I'm going to record this beautiful woman's face here and just tell her how awesome it is and I want to connect. Hey, Lynn, so excited to see you. And I love your book. Your book's amazing. I learned so much, got some takeaways, going to build some rapport, going to tell you a little bit about what we got going on. Also, if you're not, or if you've got a moment, I've got like a 5-minute video also that's going to give you some more details about my exact process and how I think it can help you. At the very least, I just want to connect with you like a real, genuine human being. And I look forward to learning more about you, right? And as soon as I click plus, that's not rocket science, right? Everybody knows how to record a video. Yeah. You might be a little bit timid. You might not know what to say on camera, but that part's really simple.
Is that built into LinkedIn?
It's not. This is the part that's going to blow your mind, okay? This is the part that, like, as a web designer of 9 years now, this part blows my mind. Here's the video, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to rename it. Hey, Lynn. Okay. And I want to show you that there is already a landing page. Mobile friendly, on any device, ready to go. My signature's on the bottom. How badass is that, you guys?
That's
the
dope.
Let's take it a step further. Let's say, what did I just tell her? I said, I want to show you a video of something. So let's say I wanted to show her this video or this kind of process thing. And then I'm also like, hey, if you want to book time on my calendar, let's do it. Boom. How many seconds did that take me? 12?
Like a few. Yeah, I was gonna say, what was that?
1 second.
Like
Faster than I
10
could
seconds.
count.
Look at this. Look at this. So now I tell her, hey, if you've got the time for it, I want you to watch this 5-minute video. This video will play automatically after this first video plays. She can even go, oh, that was great, Paige. Thank you. Thank you for that. Claps. You taught me something. You helped me by providing value. Yes, I would like to schedule a call. Boom. There's your calendar. Scheduled it in.
Accessibility.
Yeah.
Organized.
Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a couple more things here, which is pretty cool.
Whoa.
If you'll bear with me. So what if I now want to go send this video to Lynn? Are you guys, let me see if I can make this bigger. You guys seeing this?
Yep.
So let me pop in this video to Lynn. So, hey, Lynn, I can even put some personalization. And why would I do that? Are you guys seeing this pop up on top that you're seeing me kind of look through things here?
Yep.
So if I pull up Lynn, which I have her email address already, if you don't, that's okay. You can just skip it. Lynn, I think this insight will help with your uprising events. And then I insert this video. Check this out. Let's see. Is it gonna let me send it now? Oh, got it. It's just giving me a little message. I don't know why it did that. Sometimes that happens. Right when you're teaching something is the minute where it's like, yo.
You're not
Okay.
lying.
It's all good.
All right.
We're in that.
We're still here.
URL copied. There we go. So I send this off and I think I need to, oh, there we go. So now that loaded, I just needed to wait a second. And that loaded, and look what Lynn is seeing. She's seeing, it says, hey, Lynn,
Situation.
I'm waving. And
On
she
her
can see her
page.
own profile. How
Yeah.
many people would actually open this message and watch that? Like, guys.
I would just be like, hold on, who's on my
Everybody-
page like that? How'd you get your face on my page like that? Wait a minute.
Yeah. And so you might be asking yourself, well, couldn't I record this in like Loom or something, or wouldn't that be simple? Yes, you could, absolutely. But you know what makes the difference between that and what we're doing here is that when Lynn clicks on this, well, LinkedIn's gonna make sure she doesn't want to leave, but she does want to leave. She lands on this. Lynn, here's a video for you. Or Lynn, hey, here's a 5-minute insight I wanted you to see. She watches it, and now she's really in a funnel. What makes this a funnel? Well, she can book a call on my calendar, and then she's going to go to the next step in the process, like getting automated messages from me to remind her to talk to me. Another thing you can do is actually use forms and just say, hey, would you like a 5-minute, customized audit of how I can help you with my services? She fills out her name and her email, and then that puts her into my pipeline and also can send off automated messages. I know I'm just scratching the surface here, but I want to show you guys one more thing if you're open to it.
Yep.
All right, so let's go to, I want to go to my own Facebook page. And I'm definitely not claiming that this is the best example. I think I could do better on this, but how many here are actually utilizing your personal profile on Facebook with a really nice banner graphic that teaches or tells somebody that you've got something of value for them? If you're not, go to canva.com and create a banner like that. Look, it says start here if you want to get results. Guess what this does? It's just a URL and it leads over to one of these video pages. Why? They convert really, really high. So it's me waving like a maniac, just trying to show them that I'm human. And then when they click play on this, this is a minute video. I say, here's what I can provide for you of value. If you guys can bring people in behind the scenes of your methodology and how you help people convert more sales, they're going to be interested to watch. Watch this 5-minute training, right? Register below. Ask them a quick question. Boom, check it off. Boom, put your email in, put your name in, and then you're going to watch the video here. What did I just do there? It's a funnel.
Yeah, you just funneled them to the next step.
Yeah. Now I've got their name. I've got their name. I know they're a warm lead. I can automatically follow up. I can take them to the next step, like scheduling a call and whatnot.
You already have an income idea. They already gave you their income, at least guesstimation. You know what I mean? General idea.
Yep, it's a conversation starter. Also, since creating this page, let me show you guys something too. Since creating this initial page, I can actually view the details on this page, and it's going to show me the statistics. So look here, 537 views, 124 watches, 124 watches of this video and 147 button clicks. That's over 100%. You guys realize that, right? That's insane. You'd be happy with a 10% conversion, but if you guys are seeing this, people are going back over and over again.
140% conversion here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
3 days ago, 70% watched.
Wow.
Form submission by Tracy.
That's the definition of there's more proof in the pudding than there is in the pudding.
So 100 video view watch. There's a lot you guys can do with this. And so whose mind is like a little bit blown that this seems so easy, but you haven't been doing it?
I'm actually on the.
I don't know how to do it.
Hey out there.
Okay. All right.
I'm on
cool.
the opposite. I'm actually very lost because I'm not computer savvy at all.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I don't know how to do it, but that's amazing.
I'm going to show.
Amazing. Like I'm watching you do the thing, and it's like, and I want to be able to do that. It looks so simple. You're doing it in like a mere seconds, and I'm sitting here, and all I got is my phone, and I don't think I could do half this stuff.
It's just like the wrenches and the sockets in the toolbox, man. We just got to learn how to use these tools a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But
That is so true. Okay,
you
so
can't fix a car with just a hammer. That's for damn sure.
Hey,
Hey, I can fix it with a rock, all right? Just a rock, no wrenches.
Two things really came to me. Thank you for showing that, Nicholas, because two things really came to me. One, it's a phrase that we tell ourselves over and over again. I'm not tech savvy. If I had $1 for every time somebody has told me that, well, I'd have a couple more dollars, but I don't need those. I'll take thousands at a time. But my point being is that it's whatever we determine about ourselves that is going to be our reality. The other thing I want to tell you is that after 9 years of working in WordPress, Squarespace, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Kartra, we've built in Wix, we've built in Weebly. of all of these platforms, there is nothing that comes as simple as this.
Yeah.
So that's why I love this tool. I just want to share with you guys a couple of quick examples. If I've still got time, Jake, tell me if I need to like hear the elevator music again. But can I get like 10 more minutes? Is that possible?
Sure.
You have all the time you want.
A round of music.
All right.
You got all the time you want.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm really excited to hear that. So David was a guy who left his corporate job after 20 years. Do you guys think this guy thought he was tech savvy? He worked in corporate for 20 years. Like he did not. So he was using exactly what I just showed you through LinkedIn, which could also be done through Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, doesn't matter. And he was booking calls on his calendar using video outreach. Why? They could see he was a real genuine guy. He was beating out all of the people that were just doing plain text, direct messages, or cold outreach emails. And he's now on track for $12,000 recurring months. Plus he landed a huge partnership with the Chamber of Commerce that he hasn't even completely fully tapped into yet. Wow. This is Dawn. Dawn was overwhelmed with networking. She was terrified to make offers, and she was just basically running a blog that wasn't making any money at all. And so I told her, I said, girl, just put some videos together that explain the process, explain what you want to teach people, and then make the offer. And she made $1,500 in like just a week of just, okay, I'll send videos out. You're right. Let me connect with a couple of people. And then they bought.
Putting that visual on it. Just putting a visual on it.
Yeah. Lynn here recorded 1,200 videos in less than a year. Just over a year. 4,000 people clicked on her call to action buttons. How'd she do that? She just hit record, just like you saw me do, and talked in the camera like 3 hours a day. And then just one video, connect. Why? Lynn was wired to do this because she was running 9 in-person events before COVID. So she was like so used to talking to people all day long. And then she was like, well, how do I connect? It's not my Wix website. It's not my Squarespace website. I can't connect with people like that. And yes, I can send them direct messages all day long, but they're not, it's really hard for me to communicate aside from like voice note, what I want them to do next. But with this medium, it's so visual. She can help people take one step at a time through her buying process. And so she 3x'd her business. And if you guys haven't seen this stat yet, video will account for 82% of internet traffic by this year, right?
You know, that makes sense because how many people, they'll swipe because they don't want to read it. They want to watch something.
Yeah.
They don't have attention anymore to read books.
Yep. Well, I agree with you. And I think the copy at this point, our actual text communication is now selling the click to the video, which can convey 95% more of your message. So this video increase, this consumption increase, like there were millions of people on the planet that did not even know about Zoom just a couple of years ago. And the whole overall, it's 15x'd in the last 5 years.
Right.
This means that without video, you all will lose out a majority on online traffic. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, I'm not the face of their such and such's company. I'm working behind the scenes for them, but I'm telling you, for your own consulting business, is this sinking in, you guys?
Yeah.
Your own consulting business, you're going to show up on video. Okay, by show of hands, who feels like, I'm nervous on camera, I'm not camera savvy, blah, 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 blah. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way. But I want to say, would you or could you see yourself meeting for coffee to close a deal?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So if you start thinking about the video as actually that closing the coffee or sitting down at coffee or sitting down at a meal mentality, instead of I need to produce this highly produced ad, I need an editor, you don't need any of that. I showed you guys a 10-minute video I made without any makeup with my pillows behind me and generated a significant amount of income. So the biggest mistake I think I see people make is that there's obviously shiny object syndrome. And then there's a feeling of like, I need to get this like really pro looking website or this fancy, complicated funnels that I'm going to get out there and I'm going to then make a bunch of sales. And we think it has to be this like big, robust system instead of conversations. And so what ends up happening is we might end up putting some things out there that look like marketing brochures, but they don't have clear calls to action and they're not actually building trust.
Yeah.
Like how many of you guys here feel like you can trust me a little bit more because you've seen me on camera now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's kind of what you're doing. And just to kind of define what I'm calling mini video funnel means that everything I just showed you, you can set up 2 landing pages that are linked together through these videos that are created instantly. Is anybody else's mind still blown? Mine is completely blown. It's been blown for 2 years since I saw this technology. And your goal is to get people to express interest by becoming a lead in your sales pipeline, and then ultimately becoming a client. And I think the truth here is that most people want to rush that. They want to go for getting engaged on the first date, or getting married, going straight to the altar like it's Vegas. Really, the goal here is to it's conversations over content. And to start those conversations, the average person needs like 6 to 16 touch points. So just knowing that you get to start that conversation by putting people on your sales pipeline list, and you can do so with video in a lot faster way. So whatever audience you guys are tapping into, and it might even be into Mike's larger network, you guys can tell me, but a lot of you guys, if you're out there, searching for your own clients and you want to work with dream clients, go find them, figure out where they are. You already know this, that's basic, right? This is the goal here, is that when you record this video, can you guys see this landing page number 1? That's your story-based video. That's your value-based video. And all of this is like, once you set it up once, it starts populating on these pages. Your signature, a simple opt-in form. What it's not is like a huge menu and like a robust website, because you don't need any of that in order to get people to take the next journey to landing page 2 that might have your calendar on it, or it might have another video that they can watch, because now you've got their email address and you're going to message them about booking time later. You're going to learn people's styles and meet them where they're at, because once they've filled out a form, they're on your email list, and you can follow up with text or email to your heart's desire. You can even call them. You guys remember those good old-fashioned phone calls? They still work. Okay, I know I'm talking really fast, but again, these landing pages are created instantly, which is so powerful for you guys. And to Nicholas's standpoint, if all you have is a phone, there's also a phone app, and you record these in a phone app. Every person who runs a relationship-driven business really needs this tool. That's the way I look at it. And that goes for you guys in this room. It goes for real estate agents. It goes for consultants, coaches, service providers. I just think that there's no other tool on the planet that makes it even easier, because these things are created instantly. As soon as the video is done recording, boom, you've got a landing page. You can embed your calendar. You can collect payments. You can do forms and registrations. And I wanted to share this with you guys here. I don't have anything to sell you. It is an honor and a privilege to be here today. And this is not me trying to sell you anything. But if you go to simplevideosales.com, it is a very simple video describing this particular software tool. I just have a desire to share this software tool with you. And when you go there, you can sign up for it. Is it my share link, my referral link? Yes, 100%. But also there is a quick start guide that I believe I have done better than even the brand themselves. And that will get you set up within 30 minutes. And even the founder of the software has told me that like my trainings are really good to go and can help you. So if you want that resource, I'd love for you to have it. And I would love to connect on multiple channels. I don't want to keep you guys indefinitely, but where did we go?
Keep me indefinitely, Paige. Where we going?
But that's what I want to convey to you guys. So I want to share just one more quick story if you're open to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So something I often tell my clients that work with me is that you want to tap in to the feeling of why you care to serve. I loved it. Dakota said, like, I want to be of service. And how many of you here it's like this scale, and it's this tipping point of, I need money. I would really like to help people. And you kind of feel it like teetering like this. Like, I just need money. Wait, I really want to help people. What? Okay, I'm seeing a couple of head nods, right? The more you can tap into I just want to help people. And when people initially told me this, I was like, fuck off. I just need money. Excuse me. I'm allowed to curse on here.
That's real.
I didn't get it. But when I heard it enough times, it mattered. And that's why I feel like if it matters for some of you in here, then I've done my service. Absolutely. When you tap into that feeling more of like, I want to serve, that's when all the money comes. And so the reason why I feel so blessed to be here and share with you guys this resource is when I was a kid, you guys know I grew up in Kentucky. My parents took out a second mortgage on their home. and they invested in a franchise called Future Kids. It cost them $250,000 for the franchise rights. Then they had to go rent an office, like an actual space. And Future Kids, when I was a child, taught kids and adults how to use computers before the internet. So I was on these computers before the internet, learning how to use Lotus Notes and all these sort of things. And then my childhood home was filled to the brim with software. So where you might think of like a big bookcase, we had all the software because my mom and dad needed to buy the newest software for the business. This was before the average household had computers in them. Like, you guys, we're not that far removed from no technology into like mind-blowing technology. And so the reason why I'm telling you this story is because I've now come full circle. And I'm now doing the job that my mom did when I was a kid, and she would teach people how to be empowered with this technology that was relatively new. So that's what this technology tool is. And if I do nothing but serve you by sharing that, then I've done my job. So thank you all for your attention and for your participation. This has really been quite wonderful.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it, Paige.
What a gift. What a gift. Thank you.
Thank you for that. We have about 15 minutes left, so we'll take a few questions here. We'll start with Jesse over there.
I just had more of a comment. You said that you went to college and you paid $200,000 for that. And you said that this isn't another option for people to do it this way. I wanted to share my story was that I didn't go to college. Instead, what I did was I went out into the workforce and I would start at whatever I was wanted to learn. I would start in the lowest position, you know, a beginner. When it was landscaping, I started as a laborer, shoveling rocks all day. When it was veterinary technician, I started at a pet store and I worked my way up to a veterinary technician position. It took me time, but I worked my way from a laborer to a foreman supervisor. I used to run up to $10 million jobs, landscaping, and same thing with the veterinary technician job. I worked my way up to be a vet tech and a store manager and a store owner of a pet store. And I got paid to learn the stuff that I was interested in, and I stayed with it until I learned up to the level I wanted to. So I didn't have to pay any $200,000 for college. And I was just looking at a college right before I signed up for the academy, and that college was paying right around $200,000, and I couldn't see that happen. So $200,000 to go to school for another 2 years when I could pay for this school, this academy, and I'll have a job before I even owe my next payment. And I won't have $200,000 behind me.
I think what has happened with COVID in the last 2 years has completely leveled the playing field for online education. And the traditional system that had increased 2,000% tuition after the government bailed out Wall Street and then took on federal student loan funding, all of that is going to become a relic, and that's why opportunities like this are so profound. So no matter where you are, and I honestly have never shared that number publicly like this, because I had a lot of shame around it, and I wanted to share it because you might look at me and I'm like, yeah, I made 192K last year. That might either feel like a little bit or that might feel like a lot, and I just want to let you know that it hasn't been all roses and sunshine, and like that's why I feel so compelled to share this so that hopefully it can help at least one or two of you guys. So
Bless, Paige, you did it, girl. Congratulations. You're still doing it.
Yeah. You know, the only business that fails are the ones that give up.
Absolutely. Giving up is not an option on my equation. Like, I don't care how you add it up, that it's not the equals. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that, Jesse, and way to go. It's like a lot of due diligence there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sharing. Jesse, we'll move over to Miss Mary.
Hi. I just wanted to ask if we can add you on Facebook if you'd accept us.
Yeah. Please do. Yeah. Please do.
Yes. Do that right now.
Paige Battcher. Where is it? Like right there.
Yeah. Other side.
Is it?
You.
At least how I'm looking. I don't know about
that. All right. Well, it's one of those. Yeah. Please do. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn. Find me. Let's connect. Send me a video. Hey, go check out.
How you pop up on them. Hey, Paige, I just love your mastermind today. Was just saying.
There you go. Send me a video. Start like knocking the rust off. Just give it a go. Hit record. Just hit record.
Nice.
All right, Dakota, what you got for a question, my man?
Thanks, Mary.
Dakota, what you got for a question, my man?
I just wanted to continue kind of picking Paige's brain. This is definitely the field I'm trying to get into. I don't want to be stuck in presenting or selling one program or one situation. I want to be resourceful to any and every kind of entrepreneur or business out there. You know what I mean? So I've definitely been dialing in on funnels, but for the mastermind of you explaining many funnels to come up in my life, that is just like that reassurance and that confirmation that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going in the right direction. I love what you're doing, and I can't wait to be more of a part of it and further engage myself in what you got going on. Beautiful presentation, beautiful mindset, and very blessed to be here.
Thanks, Dakota. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for that, Dakota. We'll go over to Nicholas.
Hey, yeah. So I wanted to just say, it's like, I really wanted to say I want to appreciate, for, sharing that you felt scared and trapped behind all that debt, you accumulated from going to school and whatnot. And it really inspires me to do better, because I've never went to school. I'm a high school dropout. They had enough of me and my shenanigans. The rowdy kid, was always breaking the rules, doing illegal stuff, and none of the money I made was, let's say, it wasn't very clean. And I don't want to live that life anymore. I wanted to do something with my life, something that my children can look back and actually be proud of their dad, instead of just thinking that he was a thug. And I think this is definitely a place that I could do that, because I could talk. I got the charm. I know how to do is sell anything. I can sell the bark right off a tree. It's like the Dakota said earlier today. It's like something stole my line. Goddamn. And no, I just really think it'd be awesome to do this. And thank you for sharing and helping me with those tools.
Awesome. You're very welcome. And I want to say thank you for both of you guys sharing that and about your background. And isn't that the beautiful thing, is that we all have completely different backgrounds, but that none of it has to matter at all.
It's all a mutual understanding here. We don't know anybody here, and everybody's in agreement. And wow, I feel the same way.
Yeah. Well,
And
whatever happened,
we could never tap into without this opportunity.
yeah. Well, and I want to say, whatever happened in your past, even if your past feels like it was 30 minutes ago, it's in the past. And so if you feel like, man, last month was lame, I did not make the money I wanted to make, that's in the past. And every time you hit record and you come from a vibration of service, you're going to be golden. You're going to attract the right people that go, here's the money. And we tap into that flow. It's called currency for a reason. It's a current in, out, in, out, in, out, right?
There you go.
And none of it has to do with our background. So I appreciate that, because I love that we've all come from different experiences. But it's all about what we decide to do now, and then now, and then now again.
Right now, just a second ago.
1,000%.
Thanks,
Nicholas, thanks for sharing, Nicholas. Thanks for sharing. Prince, Fiji.
I got another question.
Hello, can you hear me?
We'll go to Prince, and then we'll go back to you, Jesse.
Okay, Prince, I see you.
So, what was the link called again? It was called like Kismet. What was it called again? The link?
Oh, to get the resources, it's Simple Video Sales.
Simple video sales. Cool.
Just
So-
the .com. Yeah, I put it in the chat. Simplevideosales.com. I wanted it to be simple.
So can I start right now and just like make a video saying, "Oh, I'm in this program, blah blah blah. This is gonna help." Can I start right now, or what's? Can I start right now or no?
Oh,
just
yes.
started-
Look,
I
I'm not selling you guys anything. You're already in this mastermind community. What you're going to do is go to simplevideosales.com. There's a video there that shows you what I just showed you, again, to reiterate how this technology tool for video outreach can serve you. And then if you want, you can put your name and email in, and you can get a quick start guide, which is like, go set up a free trial. And then my video that walks you through, here's 30 minutes to just set it up. Your logo's on there, your landing page looks beautiful, you've understood how this all works, now go record. So it's just meant to give you a fast track if you guys want to use video outreach. There's no better tool on the planet, and this is my best gift to you, is like, here's how you could get started in 30 minutes. Of course, it serves me if you get joy out of this the platform and you pay for the software, they're gonna send me a little bit, but I'm also telling you guys, it's unlimited video hosting for $40 a month. It's like my brain melts a little bit when I think of all the other things I've paid for and like how powerful this tool is. So
your value exceeds what you're asking, period.
yeah.
He's a period.
Period.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, friends.
The
Thanks.
potential to reach the clientele that you're talking about and the people that you're getting in front of because of the software and the marketing that you've used is priceless compared to $40 a month. What's your Cash App, Zelle, or whatever? I'll Cash App right now. I got you.
Well, it's not mine. I don't even own it. It's not even my platform.
That's the
go check it out
mentality,
if it's useful for you. I think every single one of you, like after you've seen what you've seen today, probably realize that you've been hiding in plain sight. And you might be going through the motions of actually doing this outreach, but not generating clients. This might be the missing ingredient. This might be you being yourself and actually standing out from the crowd and capturing attention in an authentic way. You don't need any clickbait when you can just be yourself. You're going to find the right people who want to work with you.
Authenticity and genuineness is the key to getting that currency without, like you said, being focused on the money. It's not about the money. I'm trying to help mankind. And that little couple of dollars come easily with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand. We're in communication for certain, Paige.
Cool.
People are always happy to fork over money when they know that they can help them.
When the value is exceeded of the price asked, you know what I mean?
That's right.
If whatever I presented to you does not exceed the dollar amount I'm asking you for at the end of our conversation, you're not going to buy it. But
No, that's
like
absolutely
Paige,
right.
what Paige has explained, if I spend $40 a month and I'm tapping into all these networks and I'm getting my genuine sincerity across to all these people, what is $40 a month? Like she said, it's organically going to create $12,000 for me over the next however long. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Probably faster than you think.
yeah, it's self-investment to the fullest. And once you commit to that, then that's when you'll start to see the back end of it. But it takes a lot of energy and sincereness for certain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
100%.
I gotta get going because I gotta go pick up my daughter from school. Everybody, I wish you well.
Have a blessed day, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Peace.
All right, we have time for one more. We got like 5 minutes. So Jesse, you can go ahead and comment or ask your question.
Hey, I just want to say thank you. That was really awesome. Lots of great information. What if you don't have, we were just starting this idea of funnels and things like that. What if you don't have a product or you don't know how to find the product or somebody to promote? Like, how do you start? Yeah.
I guess you're saying if you don't know what you're promoting, if you don't know what your offer is.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking into funnels and things like that online, but I don't know what I would be promoting. I personally don't have a product to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you begin to search for something that you want to promote?
Sure. Well, I think it's just like being in the world and seeing things that are being sold and then finding something that you really resonate with. And I was kind of under the impression that all of you here are wanting to do sales for another business. And so what I was showing you is really meant to translate into how to get your client roster filled.
Yeah.
It's been the thing that I've used to fill my client roster for web design. And that's why I was trying to kind of bring this to you is like, if you just show up like you would meeting somebody in line for coffee, you don't need to create anything fancy. In fact, you can just be yourself and have a conversation. Some of the nuances there, though, I want to suggest is like always take the time to share your insights about the methodology or the framework. So you guys are learning that. You can literally take what you're learning and then explain it to a business owner. Am I right about that, you guys?
Yes, yes, you are, Paige.
Okay.
I'm already ready to do a physical model of our academy, you know what I'm saying, in person, because I'm such more not only persuading, but appealing and convincing in person. You know what I mean? Even over a Zoom call, yes, I can capture your attention. But when I'm, hey, how you doing today, sir? That's a lot different than, hey, can you click this link and meet me here? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
The social media funnels, like you said, are such a big part of the social media marketing today that it's kind of eliminating that physical factor, but at the same time, it is still very important. Just be real. Hey, I'm here. I'm a real person. I'm not just an email. I'm not just a text. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And thank you for reminding me about email, you guys. These videos can be animated GIFs that go inside of your email copy. Mm-hmm. It's highly engaging. It increases click-through rate. It stands you out. And the one thing I want to just really convey, because I am getting at least 10 to 12 messages a day asking if I want a high ticket closer, asking if I want somebody to do app development for me, asking. And what they don't do is actually show me what the heck they're doing. Behind the scenes is incredibly valuable. If I get another message that's like, hey, we can design PHP 3 coded apps. Would you like to schedule time on my calendar for 15 minutes? No. Send me a 5-minute video and show me why this would even be valuable to me, right? Yeah, Preston, I see your thumbs up. So keep that in mind, put yourself in their shoes and think, how can I share before I ask for time? How can I share? Hey, here's 5 minutes of how this process works, why I'm in one of the best masterminds in the country learning these skills, and how I can show up for you and help you hit your goals. Boom. See how that works, you guys.
Share
Let me know.
before you ask.